So hello everyone, welcome to episode 7 of Recreation, and joining me today is Cain. Hello, welcome, thank you for coming on.
Oh, no worries. I was actually quite surprised when you asked me to come here, but I had the free time, so...
Okay, of course you're still quite known in Europe. I'm trying to hit a lot of the personalities in EUD, and you're definitely one of the more known people for better or for worse, I guess. So I think it would have been criminal to leave you out. So here we are. So of course, if you aren't very familiar with the format, so we're going to start with a very minor introduction, and then we'll have some quick answer questions, and then some more in-depth stuff where you can yap to your heart's content. Okay. So of course your nickname is Cain. Was it actually always Cain, or did you switch?
So funny enough, when I initially played in Clear, and then I entered tournaments under a different name, but everybody mispronounced it. I decided to change it so that people can actually pronounce it right. So Cain is
I see.
the actual name.
Oh, so I think was it like Keyn?
Yep. Then ask how I came up with that name. Yep. That wasn't. Yeah.
Fair enough. We all had our fair share of mispronunciation. People somehow butcher my name as well, but it's quite easy, I feel. But we're not going into that. How old are you, if you're comfortable saying?
Wow. I mean, it's so funny when I get asked that question because people often say I'm 18 or 19. I am 23. I'm an old person. Yeah.
I'm 10 years older. Don't say you're old, please.
Oh, but that's it's not shocking to anybody, is it?
I regret inviting you. So you live in the UK, but you were born in Peru.
Yeah. So, a short timeline is that I was born in Peru, and the funny part is I came here when I was 11 months old. I stayed here until I was 3. Then I went back to Peru.
Okay.
And then I came back here when I was 10. So it's all
okay.
over. Yeah.
So I'm guessing, is there a relationship between your parents and the UK, or was it unplanned that you were going to return at 10 years old?
So the basic story is that my dad got to come here. It was a job opportunity, and then he got my mom and my family to come over. Then the term ended, so then we had to go back, and then he luckily got another job post here. And we've just been here ever since. So.
I see. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so your main character is Hilda.
Yep. Yes. Ever since ST, I've been playing Hilda. I think she was actually the main reason I got into the game because I thought she looked cool. Just been playing her ever since. So, yeah.
I see. It's I think when you start playing a game just for a character, it makes your dedication to the character even bigger.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, she is still cool to me. It's just that she has changed so much over the various versions that she's a bit of a different character now. But I still like playing her.
Okay.
So.
That's cool, because when they change your main so much, it kind of sucks.
Oh yeah, I could never be so indecisive. I would actually hate it if I didn't know what character I wanted to play all the time. So.
You have been active. How long actually have you been active in Under Night?
Oh, active. I would have to look back at my Steam history, which I don't have on hand. But I think I was here since the late ST, so I was around 2020-ish.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't in the server back then, but I watched a lot of gameplay. And then eventually I came into the server, started entering tournaments under my original name. So,
Right.
5 years-ish, I would say.
Okay. Adds up. Okay, so that's basically a small introduction. Now we'll be moving to the rapid answer questions. So anything that comes to your head, just go for it. So there is a basically almost like a head empty, no thoughts. Everything that pops up, just go for it.
Oh god, that's so dangerous. Let's go for it.
I think they aren't that bad. At least no one has complained so far. Okay, your favorite Under Night song?
Ah, fuck. Oh, I have so many. None of the Uni 2 ones. That's for fucking sure.
Wow.
It has to be the Uniclear opening. When I was playing Uniclear, oh my god, that song saved my life so many times. It's the game so much better.
I hope we can play it. I don't know if it's DMCA or not. Like I know that Unit 2 opening is DMCA. We'll have to check, I guess, and risk it. Your favorite matchup to play?
God, you should have asked me a couple years ago when I actually liked the game. I think what's fun. I think that my favorite matchup is actually the mirror, because that's the matchup I know the most because it's my own character. So I actually don't feel alienated by like not knowing what to do. You know?
I honestly think it's a very interesting take because originally, like, or not originally, at first when I started, like in my first fighting game was Tekken, and when I had mirror matches, I used to suffer a lot because I thought I knew my own character and I didn't. So it's quite interesting because I think it's a little bit tricky because you need to make sure that you know your own character almost inside and out to be able to play against it, because another player can play much differently than you. So
oh yeah, definitely. I've had like Hildas that play not how I expect them to play, but I think that you kind of just have to have confidence in your own character and like your knowledge of the character. So.
Yeah, for sure. I think that might be one of the reasons I also lose a lot of mirrors, because whenever I face another player playing my character, I instantly start saying that I really want to be the better player, but at the same time I'm scared of losing. So like all the confidence just goes out the window.
If you're scared of losing, then I would recommend just doing DP more, mash a wake up more. Do not be afraid of the other person. Believe that you are the top dog in this world.
I should. But the thing is, oftentimes when I try to DP, it gets blocked. Like the first DP is blocked, so then I'm just, oh damn it. So back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
Okay, so on the flip side, your most hated matchup.
My most hated matchup. Honestly, there was a time when I hated the Linne mirror, and then I realized that it was actually kind of interesting. But now, if I go like and think about it now, it would probably have to be Aurier, because Aurier, it might come later at a later point, but I think Aurier is like extremely strong this version. I don't know what they did with the character. She's so different from Clear, but yeah, I hate the Aurier matchup so much.
Fair enough. I think Hilda Aurier is quite rough. Particularly remember like I have no idea what tournament it was, but you played Aurier against People's Hilda, and you beat him like so badly. Like it was a 3-0 in winners finals, 3-0 in grands. It wasn't even close. Like your Aurier looked so strong back then, and I just remember that. It was very impressive because we haven't seen much of your Aurier as well, so it's quite interesting.
Oh, that tournament. The thing is that because I play the character, I know what Hilda does. But when I play Aurier, it's like twice as worse for the Hilda player, because they not only are playing they're playing a bad matchup, they're playing a bad matchup against a player that knows what their character does. So it's just like even worse for them.
Yeah.
But as for why I don't really play Aurier in bracket, I just play for fun. I don't really like to play her in bracket because I feel that if I want to play at a higher level, my Hilda has had so much more experience and I have a lot more layers behind her pressure that it doesn't feel like a one-trick pony, basically, like my Aurier is.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense actually. Okay. If you had to win either EVO or Arcor Tour Finals, what would it be?
Repeat that question, sorry.
If you had to win either Evo or Arc World Tour Finals.
That is a good question. I mean, the thing about Evo is that I used to watch Evo when I was really young, when I wasn't even in like playing fighting games because I didn't have access to them. And
Cool.
Evo was always like the high-profile tournament that everybody wanted to win, right?
Yeah.
And now the thing is that Arc World Tour no longer has Uni. So when I think about this, it's like, would I want to win a tournament that's still going on, or would I want to win like the big one where all the top players are? And to be honest, I think it would have to be Evo because Evo always has a lot of entrants for Uni. So that would mean like I work from my way down from the bottom to the very top. So I guess I would say Evo personally, but yeah.
I think Evo as well is, even though it might have lost some of its prestige, even with so many other Evos, I don't call them spin-offs, but with, of course, Evo Japan, Evo France now, and the promise, like, I think there's 10, all up to 10 now announced. Like Morocco, I think, Brazil, China, Singapore, of course, is coming next year. There's so many of them that it's kind of become saturated, but Evo Vegas, like main Evo, is still regarded as the tournament to win. Even with like events like esports World Cup or esports, like for, of course, not Uni but Street Fighter, Tekken. It's still kept so much prestige. I think that it will keep its name as the biggest event to win.
Yeah, the stages, and also the stages are so different because I see the AWT stage for Uni 2 and it's okay. But then you see the Evo stage for Uni 2 and it's like a whole different experience. Winning on that stage would feel amazing.
Yeah.
So,
The main stage is definitely really sick. And for Uni, it feels like since it's just 8 players, there is no sense in changing the stage. So having a smaller stage and then a bigger stage for Evo is, yeah, as you said, like it would feel fantastic to win on the big stage.
so
Okay. If you had to change one character, a nerf or a buff, or a system mechanic,
it would probably be a system mechanic. I think I'm tossed up between Meter Game or probably Celestial.
Oh.
Because I feel that Celestial has really nerfed Hilda. You have to really think about your pressure. You have to really bait people playing for Cycle. Because once they get Celestial, they can snowball around immediately on you. And she doesn't have very high HP. So it's a lot about... the pressure is less about jailing and it's more about just playing for Cycle. But I feel that Meter Gain is also really like... it has increased so much over the years. And now it's just like every combo does like 100 meter, and you have your, it's like, to me at least, it feels like just every character builds meter, and it's like meter's not that important anymore, like it was in previous versions.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
probably either of those two.
I think you're the first. You're the first player to answer this with a particular eye towards your character. And I think that's really cool. Because a lot of people have answered like the particular gripe they have with the game. I think if this is episode 7, we've had 4 people out of 6 that, or of 7 now, they want 1 AD back. So it's quite interesting that you chose the change with an eye to your character. I think that that is a big part in being a very strong player. I feel that you always keep track of your character and what good and what bad some changes do to it. So that's really cool, actually. That shows that you have really good insight, I feel, in the game.
Yeah, the issue is that my insight is like very limited to what my character does, whereas everybody else wants to think about the game. I'm more like, I used to like it back when Hilda like didn't have to worry about Celestial. I could just like play zoning the entire time because that was the character I like really liked. But I feel that For example, the characters in this game they're all very strong, and obviously some people like to make a lot of complaints nowadays, but I feel I don't need like a massive change to the game to be able to enjoy it. It's just a couple of things about my character that's changed that I would get changed. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here's the big one. Your top 5 characters, but unordered.
A top 5 characters? Do you mean as in like strength or how much I like them?
No. Strength, like a tier list.
Oh, strength. Oh my god. Okay, so Ori, Eltnum, Linne. Ooh, who else? Who else is like a maniac in this version? Probably. I'm gonna get hate for this. Probably Ogre.
Oh, okay.
And then what is the last one? I'm forgetting a character, and I don't know who it is. I'm just gonna put Hyde. I think Hyde is an issue still.
Okay.
So.
Fair enough. I think Hyde and Eltnum have almost made all the top 5s so far. So maybe we'll show this to Kamone and he'll delete Eltnum. Fingers crossed. Or nerf her really hard. Okay. So I think this will be very interesting to you because I feel you are quite close to the NA community. Who is your favorite player between Defiant and Big Black?
Oh, God. Do I give the spicy answer or do I give the PR answer that doesn't let up drama? Honestly, I'm gonna say Big Black.
Oh.
It's nothing against Defi. I just feel that Big Black has such like a beautiful playstyle. You know, you see that guy like block for like 20 seconds, and then he has the right mash at the right timing, and then I don't know. It's just Big Black's defense is just very iconic, and Defi is a strong player as well, and he has good defense. But whenever I think about Big Black, I think about defense. And another thing I liked about older uni was how strong defense was. So I guess that's why I lean more towards Big Black. So I would say Big Black, yeah.
And the last quick question is there a tournament you really want to attend? Or which tournament you want to attend the most, pretty much?
Oh, God. Okay. I would probably say a tournament in Japan, and it's not because of what you're thinking. Yeah, I could play with the uni players in Japan. I would probably enter bracket. But what is more important to me is that they have other games that don't get played in Europe that I would be signing up for.
Okay.
For example, I don't know if people know about this, but I do play Arcana Heart now, and that's like a really has a really active community in Japan. So it would probably be like KGP, Kansai Gaming Party.
Okay.
Because they run a lot of games, so you would have like Under Night, and then you would probably have Arcana Heart maybe, and then maybe some other games I play as well, like Street Fighter 4. So it will probably be that one because of the amount of games they put on. So
that's really interesting. I think KGP is unfortunately really overlooked because it's always run quite close to Evo Japan. So of course people choose to go to Evo, and KGP always delivers. Like it's not as stacked, but it always makes for really interesting brackets. Especially like they have a very weird format in that they play up until grand finals and then they run all the grand finals after each other, which I honestly really don't like. But especially because like you have the top 4 played at I don't know like 10 in the morning, and then the grand final is at 6 in the evening, so you lose completely the track of it. But yeah, it's a really interesting event. I also was planning to go to Evo Japan and KGP a couple of years back, but then I realized how much money you need to go to Japan, so I had to put that off.
I mean, you can ask Neff directly as well to ask him how much. Hey Neff, how much does going to Japan cost? And he's gonna be like, man, I'm broke. I probably can't even afford meal deals. And I also went to Japan, so I kind of know how much it costs to go there. So I understand why you didn't go, sadly.
Yeah. Okay, so that concludes the quick questions as well. So now we can go to some more in-depth questions. So starting with quite a generic one, I feel. So why Under Night? Why do you choose to play this game?
Like I previously said, like I initially picked up the game because of Hilda. I thought she looked really cool in all her videos. I started looking a lot of footage about like an ST from I think it was Kurushi Drive. He makes a lot of compilations from Japanese players that we didn't really get to see because they would play an arcade. All the streams would be like at really like weird times. So I was just watching a lot of Mawari back in the day. Boogie also played Hilda back then. He's playing Hilda now as well, and some other like really old Hildas like Isago, who I think actually went to Europe once. Fun fact, actually, I think Blank played with them, and that was like just many years ago. So I was quite surprised by that because I didn't even think that Japanese players came to Europe before. But from there on, I kind of stuck with the game not just because of the character, but also because of the music. Another reason I like the games is basically how good the music is. Because if the music's not good, I'm not going to feel pumped up and play the game. And I think the last reason why I stuck around with the game was also the story mode, because I really like lore. I really like reading through lore and understanding the game, because games without lore to me are like really boring. And Under Night's lore was quite interesting, because it's kind of unfinished, and we don't really have a chronicle version in this Uni 2. So, but basically, music, character, and story was the reason I stuck with Under Night and found Under Night.
So almost like from what you're saying, like if there was no previous Uni versions and Uni 2 was the only version, you probably wouldn't have stuck to it because there is no Chronicle mode, as you said. The music seems to, or at least you don't like the Uni 2 soundtracks as much as the older ones. I mean, there's Hilda, fair enough, but she's different from previously as well, so...
I think I would have found Hilda cool. It's just that having no story. It's just that back then when I first stuck with Under Night, like whenever I talk about fighting games, I talk about fighting games not from a competitive view, but I talk about it from like a player playing the game view. So and a lot of us have like different things that we like. Like I like music. I like good music in games. I like good stories in games. I like if I find a character I like and I really vibe with, then I'll probably stick with the game. But I can't really say whether I would have liked Uni 2 or played Uni 2 if there was no previous versions. But I did. I mean, Unist happened, then Uniclear happened, and I played the game, so now I'm around for it.
Exactly. Speaking of, you are supposedly retired from uni, yet you still attend locals and a couple of events. You went to VSF last year? Yes, you went. And outplayed as well. So what pushes you to go to these events? Is it the love of the game, the community? Like it feels like you cannot let go of the game.
So
Or
the
you're just
reason why I
messing by
said
saying you're retired.
nah. Basically, so the reason VSF was before I was planning to retire. After VSF was when I was gonna retire if I didn't qualify to AWT, which in the end, Nefros won, so I got to retire for free. I mean, I mostly try to make it to these events because of the community. So when I was at Outplayed in 2025, we had like Hirashina, we had I think we had Ryan as well.
Yes.
We had Duckers, who's, even though he's not really an Under Night player anymore, still a very cool person to be around. And we had just a bunch of gamers coming and going to Vienna. And I was like, it's not that hard for me to get there. Try to make it, maybe hang out, and then the tournament would be like my sort of side thing. But I would say that I am kind of retired. I mean, I only go to locals and participate in brackets because I get a free like token. I don't know if I have it somewhere, but it's not near me. But I get a free token where I can redeem it for food, and that kind of saves me for the weekend from eating like wasting money. But that's really
Okay. Yeah. My connection died for a second.
okay.
So we were at the part where you were saying you mentioned playing in Outplayed.
Okay, yeah. So our play was I kind of just went there for community, and then my other thing was just playing bracket because I signed up for it. And then the only reason I really enter my local brackets is to obviously get my get my prize, which is a food token that I can redeem for food. That gets me through the week, all right. And then I just really like offline experiences. Um, that's why I mainly sign up and play the game, but also people ask me to play. So when it comes to online brackets, I don't really like entering them because I just sit there and wait for a long time for my match. It just doesn't feel great playing online to me. And the only reason I would really enter those is if somebody asked me specifically, or if I felt like it, which is very unlikely. Or, for example, last time when Neff and Jaka were about to go to AWT, and it was a week before, they asked people to sign up so that they could get practice.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe I should sign up and maybe like gatekeep Nephros a little, keep him humbled, so that he can go to AWT a little bit scared. But in the end, I folded to his teeps, and then I played into Jarkon losers, and I hadn't played Jarkon in ages, so I just kind of like died very quickly. So it was kind of like I wouldn't say it's a wasted effort. I mean, I beat Hiroshino, which is always funny to me because we're always fighting about our characters, so it's like a mutual hatred. And it's just really funny to me because it's like you hate my character, I hate your character. We're gonna forget about fighting games. Let's just kill each other. That's what it is. So.
You'll love to see that. Um, okay, so you did touch upon your your origins from Peru. So you were, I think you said you were 3 when you moved to the UK.
I was 11 months old when I went to the UK,
Oh,
and
right.
then I moved back to Peru when I was 3. So other way
And
around.
then you went back when you were 10.
Yep.
So I think you had pretty much almost your childhood in Peru. Uh,
Yeah, it's what I vividly remember. My childhood in Peru, I definitely remember it. So I can say that for sure. Because for some reason, for me, like this is a bit off topic, but when I try to like remember my earliest memory, I don't remember anything from when I was like a baby or when I was like 11 months old. So I don't remember anything about when I was in the UK at the time.
oh, I see.
My earliest memory is actually just waking up one day in Peru and just like going up to my mom and be like, "Where's my milk bottle?" And she's like, "You're too old for that." I was like, "Oh, okay." So basically, yeah, I spent my childhood in Peru, and that's as far as I can remember. So yeah.
Do you miss it? Do you miss Peru?
I mean, I didn't really have any friends back in Peru. I was quite a quiet child,
Oh,
and like even though I remember stuff from when I was in Peru, I don't remember like really specific things. So even though it's nostalgic to me, um, South American countries aren't the safest, and you don't have as many opportunities as you do in Europe. So although I do miss like the culture, I do miss walking around in my neighborhood when it was really sunny and like just like walking around to like a market, meeting the people there. I do miss that aspect of that life. I do miss the good weather and the good food. Trust me, there is not much good food in this damn country, but yeah, I do miss it, but I do quite like the UK as well, or at least I do like London. So
I see. So, if you had to choose between going back to Peru or remain in London, you'd definitely remain in London.
I did. So listen. It's not just about like nostalgic experiences for me. The internet in Peru is. I don't know what to say. It's quite bad. I would have, and there's not like. I feel like the gaming community there is on. And it's like on a slightly. It's gonna sound mean, but Breathing gamers are kind of not as good as you would think. There are some people from there that are like that go to play like really big games like professionally, but mostly a Dota country. And when it
Oh,
comes to fighting games and first-person shooters, we're kind of the underdogs, I would say. So, I mean, that's one of the reasons why I wouldn't go back. But also, it's just mainly that I'm very used to the UK, and I get a lot more opportunities here, and I know a lot more people around like the continent. So
yeah.
I would definitely stay in London because I don't want to go back to Peru. I don't want to suffer with that Wi-Fi. and life is a bit dangerous there. So I'm not trying to get shot. So I'd rather. I mean, I can still get shanked. I mean, the whole
Exactly.
thing, like shanked. I mean, do you have your shanking license? I would rather. Yeah, I would rather be. Even because of that.
But have you visited Peru? Like maybe a couple of days, a week, or do you plan on going?
We usually go back as a family, so everybody like decides on a date when we can go back. We have to get flights like really in advance because flights are really expensive.
Yeah.
South America, I haven't been there since about like 2 or 3 years because when I was in uni, my family was planning to like go back to Peru, but I was having like exams and everything, so I just had to stay. So I haven't been there in a while, but whenever we usually go, we go as a family and we stay there for like 3 weeks, 2 weeks, like just like do stuff there. So it's been a while, but I still have the memory of it, so it hasn't been that long, I guess.
I see. Okay. So it's quite regular that you visit Peru. So that's why also you are so adamant at not wanting to move back because you know how
It's
life is
just
there.
that, yeah, it's just that whenever I go back to Peru, it's like when you live in a capital city your entire life, and then you go back to your country of origin, you get to like well, to me going back to Peru is like going on a holiday. I get to forget about whatever's happening in London, and London is a very busy place. So I'm just like relaxed all the time. I don't have to worry about like school. I don't have to worry about work. I can just chill. I just spend my days just like being at home, enjoying the good food and everything, like walking around the area, I guess. But yeah, I definitely going back and seeing how much it changes. It's becoming a lot more positive now because there's a lot more development going on. But
Okay.
I would still rather be in London. There's a lot more things going on here than there are in
Yeah.
Peru, so definitely London. Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay, so we did touch briefly upon playing Hilda and a little bit of Ori, maybe in online brackets. And you said that you started playing Other Night purely because of Hilda. But did you have a phase where you made someone else, or was it always Hilda and a little bit of Ori on the side? And Uzuki, of course, you had the Uzuki phase.
So it was mainly Hilda through ST and Clear. I think near the end of Clear, I started picking up Aurie because I really liked her back then. Because I liked her combo structure. It was kind of hard. And then when I came into Uni 2 and I was still playing mostly Hilda, I did like play a bit on my Aurie again and I updated my combos, but it just didn't feel like the same character. And then Uzuki came out. I wasn't really interested in her because I still had Hilda. But then one of these days I was like, maybe I should try this character, and started playing her a bit more. Started to get her combos down. I started to get her like game plan down. So I do have a bit of an Uzuki, just like I do like a bit of an Aurie. It's just more so that there has come a point where I've played so much Hilda that you start to realize this character is very different to all the other characters in the game. I'm playing a different game when I'm playing Hilda. And when I play Ori or when I play Uzuki, it's like I'm trying to learn what Undernight is about, which is like the strike throw, which is about the footsies. And it's just more so to be in like touch with what the game really is about. Because I could just play Hilda the entire time. It's just that like I have like a little thought in my head where I'm just like, sometimes I would like to learn like what the game is actually about. So that's the only reason I really hop on Ori or hop on Uzuki. I mean, I would also argue that Ori plays her own game because, she has all disjoints on Thanatos. She has like really strong neutral presence. I feel like Uzuki as well plays a bit like Hilda, but she doesn't just get to 50-50 you to death like Hilda does. So
Yeah.
it's a bit different. So, but yeah, I do play Uzuki and Hilda on this. I mean, Uzuki and Ori on the side. I do also have like very very like beginner pockets. Like I have a Byakuya, I have a Hyde. Because let's be honest, anybody can play Hyde. That character's combos are so easy that I don't even have to look at the wiki for like any combos. I actually just straight up freestyle it.
Oh.
And it just works. So I do technically have like 4 characters, I guess, that aren't Hilda. So.
I see. Okay, we also touched upon this very, very briefly, but at least the way I see it, you seem quite close to some people from NA. Like I see you shoot the shit with Shaylee. I think whenever I see you in chat, like maybe Defiant chat or whatnot, like it feels like they know who you are.
Oh, oh, you are sorely mistaken. Defiant doesn't know who I am. He played me once in Wanted. When you hosted the Wanted with NA versus EU, he played me in Wanted. He was just doing what was it, Uzuki A Dolphin, and then after a match, I was gonna like say something, and he just said, "GG's, I'm glad you started to get the hang of mashing on A Dolphin. Your internet has returned, sir."
Fucking hell, man! I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's okay. I noticed, so I was still gonna yap, but let's carry on where we left off. Actually,
You were talking about the playing Defiant.
oh right. So yeah, so I was playing against Defiance Uzuki, and obviously he won that match. And then after, when I was like I was just waiting for him to see if he said GG's. He said GG's obviously. Then he said, "Oh, you finally started mashing on A Dolphin." And I mean that's the only thing he said to me. I would have been happy to carry on our conversation, but I think that kind of shows that like there's people in NA that don't know me very well. I mean, I'm not even though you would say that I'm one of the stronger players in EU, I don't really compete much. I don't really go offlines much, and I mean it's mostly just about going in the uni space in that region, just talking about whatever, talking about the game, I guess. When we talk about Shaylee, honestly, Shaylee hangs out in the Hilda chat. So we've interacted quite a bit. He used to play a bit of Hilda to like enjoy himself. So I don't really personally know Shaylee. It's just like anytime you see Shaylee, you've got to say hi to him. You've got to say something to him. I think though that the reason why I tend to hang out in the NA space a lot is because back in the day when I used to learn Hilda, the first video I watched, I think, on Hilda was when Sejam was picking up the character, and he had to play against a Hilda called Zakcat. And I was just really watching a lot of NA content, and then afterwards, I went into the Twitch stream and I found two streamers for Under Night. The first was Garnfield. So I've known Garnfield for quite a while. I wouldn't say we know each other on a personal level, but we do talk quite a lot. And then I also found Hilda in NA called Untold Melody. They unfortunately don't play anymore, but they were like the person that I would go to. I would go to their stream. I would watch them play Hilda. I would ask questions as well. I would sometimes play them. It's just that back then I wasn't very good, and because of the lay-based netcode, playing NA was kind of like, I would say that it was kind of like a sin to play Hilda against people on full frame delay. So, because I mean, her stuff becomes a lot harder to react to, and your inputs get messed up. But I think that people in NA don't really know me. It's more so that I will be happy to interact with people in NA if they're streaming Under Night, because you get a lot of tournaments there, you get a lot of streamers there. I don't think we have a lot of EU streamers per se, but there's a lot more NA streamers for Under Night than there are EU ones. So.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fixed.
I thought I had a disconnection jump scare again, but I think we're good.
Yeah, a slight lag. That was it.
Okay, good. Lag is good in these circumstances. Okay. So ever since VSF, of course, I think you know what I'm going with this. You have been getting hit with the third place react.
Yeah. I don't know if you can read.
Yes,
you probably can't.
It's quite clear. Damn. Yep, third place react. Does it? Okay, so seriously speaking, though, does it annoy you a little bit? Like maybe it's becoming a bit too much.
Oh no! People can call me third. People can third place react me. They can say whatever. But at the end of the day, you know who got third at VSF at an AWT qualifier? Listen, kids. If AWT had a proper format for Under Night where I got points, I would have AWT points. None of you would have AWT points. So technically, I'm a superior player in every way possible. And anytime you mention that I got a third place at VSF, just remember nobody else would have done it quite like me. But on a serious note, it doesn't really annoy me. No, I mean,
Okay, that's good.
that's the best result I've gotten out and offline. So I'm not annoyed by it. It's just very funny to me because people will say it, and then I would just like slowly be like, maybe I should come back to this region, and maybe I should make people suffer against my character because these people are getting they're getting a bit too familiar with putting this meme on me, even though it was quite the achievement. But yeah, third place. That is my legacy at this point. I mean, I have the medal, and I have this hanging from my wall the entire time. So the VSF entry. Speaking of which, I do have the Vienna one, I have the outplayed one as well.
Ooh, okay.
The thing is that I didn't even make top 8 at Vienna. I was quite devastated, and then I was like, you know what? I don't care anymore. So I was just vibing the entire time after that. But yeah, it's mostly a matter of like, yeah, you can talk about it. It's just that remember that like, if I were to willingly come back to this region and compete again, you all would be cooked, and I am okay with that. I'm okay with being a third place guy. That if he came back, he would cook people again, because I'm not washed. Well, anyways.
Damn. But it is very funny because when you think of it, like getting third place at an R3 Tour qualifier is impressive. Like especially considering how good the bracket was. Like of course we're talking Nephros, Ram, Ryan, Dr. K, Kim Precision, Ran Ali. It's quite funny that you're being made fun of because you got third place. I don't even know how it's actually started, to be fair.
I actually forgot what I did to like get third place. I think I said like something really ballsy, and then like Nephros just like joined in on. No, I think it wasn't Nephros who third place reacted me. Who was it? I think it might have been Ravioli. It might have been Rana, or it might have been Ravioli. And the funny part is that I mean I deserved it because I was talking mad shit when I said what I said, and so it's stuck ever since. The thing is that it doesn't bother me, so I'm gonna keep talking shit until one of you can prove me wrong that you can get third place at VSF. Which, by the way, spoiler alert, you won't, because there's no more Uni 2 at VSF, so nobody can quite do it like me.
Okay, so I think in the community you might be the one that knows the most about worldwide players. Like definitely your knowledge about the JP scene is, I'd say, unmatched. So I would imagine you would go somewhere with Japan with this. If you could have a first to 10 with anyone in any period, who would it be?
Any period? Okay. I'm gonna be honest. ST, ST, ST and Clear to be exact. I think that everybody wasn't as good as they are now. Like I feel like a lot of players now are a lot stronger than they were back then, because back in ST people weren't blocking Hilda overheads. They weren't blocking Hilda 2cc, and I feel like the skill level back then was a little lower. But if I did want to play somebody at their prime, it would have to be, I think, Red Blade's SC Wagner.
Ooh.
I think the main reason is that Wagner back then was really, really strong, and whenever you saw Red Blade play, he was always like on par with like what is it, like Clear Lab. He was always playing Clear Lab. He was always like winning all his tournaments, and the character was just really, really strong back then. So I would be interested in seeing how my current level would match up to a really strong player on a really oppressive character, because I feel like I'm quite the masher when it comes to Undernight. I'm happy to react to rebeats and mash something now. It's just that Wagner back then was so strong that I feel like I mean the matchup is already bad. It's not bad. It's kind of like even for Hilda Wagner. I mean, I think back then the matchup was a lot harder. I would just be interested in playing like an F210 with Prime Red Blade, just to see if like being strong in Uni 2 is a lot like is on a different scale than being strong in ST, I think. But also because Red Blade was just the Wagner. He was
Yeah.
the NA player back then. So
I've watched tons of VODs of Red Blade at my previous work. So it was definitely always really fun to see how dominant Red Blade was. So it's quite a shame that I think he isn't as active in Uni 2 as he was in ST at least. And he still is active, so that's a good thing.
yeah. Oh, one more thing about that. If you were thinking, if I was thinking about any EU players, whenever people think about like prime EU players, you think about like Iari, you think about Wouty, you think about what's his name? Think about Eagle, which was like a European German Wagner. You think about a lot of players, right? You also might think about like Mo in Clear as well. I think a lot of people want to play Mo. It's just that to me that I feel like I would cook Clear Mo, funny enough. so I would be like, instead of Mo, I would be like, I just want to play ST Red Blade. Let's see how that goes.
I think that's fair. That's completely fair. And speaking of people you look up to, is there one player in particular that you really look up to, like you maybe even idolize at a certain point?
Oh God, no, that's not like I hope you know that when I say that, I mean as in, like, for me, idolizing somebody is like really like a really hard thing for me. It's like it almost feels weird to me for me to idolize somebody. So I think back in the day, I used to like really look at my warrior and be like, wow, this guy is really putting Hilda to work and he's really getting results. The thing is that nowadays, I don't really look up to, I think, anybody per se. Like when I was in Arc World Tour and I was watching it, there wasn't really anybody I was particularly cheering for, because I feel like the playing ground at top levels is like really even. There are a lot of stronger players than what you like. Back when this AWT this year happened, you would think that like the stronger players like Senaru and like Big Black, Defiant, that they had an edge over people. And then you saw that, and in the end, it was the underdog. It was Jaka, who people didn't think was as strong, ended up winning the whole thing.
For sure.
So I feel that like the playing ground in this game is a lot more even. That anybody can beat anybody, even at like a really high level. It can be a dice roll. Like people can get they can get nervous. People can mess up combos, and ultimately, what I'm trying to make a point of is that I don't really look up to anybody now. Back then, it was Mawaru. But now I feel that people will just I will cheer for whoever like is showing a lot of promise, is like getting good results, is like if there's a storyline, I will cheer behind it. But for me, it's less about idolizing a specific person, and it's just about being like, anybody can win in this game. You obviously have to work for it. You have to become a good player, and you have to prove yourself that you're worthy of being called a top player. But for me, I don't really look up to anybody. I would say that if the point I'm just trying to make is that I don't really idolize anybody anymore, and it's more so just down to the fact that I feel that a playing ground can become a lot more even, and it's also because I am a better player now than I was back when I first started Clear, so I have an understanding of what's going on. It's just that. I don't particularly pick favorites. I will just look at who wins and be like, wow, congratulations, you either worked hard for it, or you were having like a really good run. Like those are the main things I look out for. So I don't really idolize anybody anymore, unfortunately.
Or you picked Elton.
Well, I mean, Ori might be the new Elton. I mean, you saw this Jaka player. I mean, this Jaka underdog player, who, like, this unknown Batista who was playing his pocket Aurier, beat the previous Arc World Tour champion. So maybe Aurier is just a new Eltnum. And maybe Eltnum compared to Aurier might be like a more honest character now. You like just don't stand tech, basically.
I might need to delete that. All right.
They silenced him for he spoke the truth.
What is the favorite tournament you have been to?
Oh God, that's just. I've only been to 2 tournaments. I mean,
Yeah, for real.
surprisingly, I won't say VSF, even though that was my best result. The reason for that is that I just had so much fun. I outplayed. Like I was meeting up with the players that I had never seen before. I was with like the homies. I was with Hira. I was with Ryan. Ram was there as well. There were like a lot of people I knew there, and I was just like having my own fun there. So to me, it's really about the vibes. Like, if you told me that, oh, but your best result was in VSF, I don't really care that much anymore. Surprisingly, to me, it's more about outplayed. It's about meeting people that I hadn't met before, and everybody was just so chill and so welcoming. And I mean, we all also know that like when we had bracket in under night, there were a lot of issues with the PlayStations, and
Yeah.
some of the games didn't go on stream. Yeah, so, but to me, even with all those issues, definitely it's definitely outplayed. That was my favorite tournament, and also because we had 2 NA players there. We had Spoink and we had Silicon. The thing is that I never got set with any of them, so I just wasted my opportunity to play with the NA. Listen, listen. I wasn't shy, but it was like NA play. It's like, wow, NA players. You're on a different level from me. I don't want to disturb you. And also, they were a duo. How can you approach a duo of NA players when they are together the entire time? Like, shout out Silicon, shout out Spoing. But holy, you guys were together the entire time. Like, you can go talk to your own people. I feel afraid when I'm trying to approach you because you're always talking, and I never got sense with anybody. The closest I got to interacting with any of them was when Neff was labbing chaos stuff against the Silicon, and Silicon hopped on to show him like the specific thing he was labbing, right before bracket, by the way. And I just lent in my hitbox. That was the only time I interacted with Silicon. Other than that, it was just such a missed opportunity. But it was cool to see NA players, because you never see NA players in EU. The last time we had any NA player here was the time when Big Black came here to like play at UFA.
Yeah.
Not what was it like?
Yeah, it was UFA in 24 because that was the UFA that I had to miss, and I feel really bad about it because Big Black came, Clear Lamp came. It was the first EU tournament for Jaka. Mo was there. Like, I missed so much, and I still haven't met Mo. That's the thing. So it just sucks. No, I've never met Mo. Because I only came to the UK last VSF.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I can sort that out. Don't worry. I'll DM the guy if you're ever around London. I'm gonna force him to like come out of hiding. And I'll be like, bro, but I'm going to gym today. I don't care, man. You're showing up. Rexy wants to meet you. All right. Like how could you meet a Frenchman in a Frenchman in the UK, like before you met like an actual person living in this country? I have no idea. We'll get that sorted though, but yeah, it does sound like UFA was like the UFA that Big Black came in was a lot of fun. It does sound like. It was just that I mean, yeah, it's just unfortunately it couldn't come around.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't there either. I didn't have money, but definitely, like what I meant to say was outplayed. Definitely 100%. You couldn't have missed it. That was like the tournament for me. So.
Yeah, I think for whoever was there, and it's basically almost everyone was there. That's the best part of it because we were a bracket of 70 people, and pretty much almost everyone from EU and he was there, and it was such a vibe. And as you said, the 2 NA players as well. We have that big group photo as well. That's just vibes, man. I loved every second of Outplay. It went by way too fast.
Yeah, that's true. It went by so fast. Man, yeah.
All right. Okay, so what is your favorite tournament set ever that you have been involved in?
I have been involved with. Oh, okay. This is gonna sound pretentious, but it's the time that I played Neff in one of the brackets where I beat him.
Ooh, okay.
And I mean, obviously the main reason is because I beat Neff, and it was like you could tell that he was like He was like, I'm gonna lab Hilda so this guy never kills me again. But you could tell he was afraid of me. You could tell he was afraid of me. He's afraid of anybody who beats him in bracket. So when he went to VSF, he was afraid of me, and he was afraid of Ranelli because Ranelli also beat him.
Yeah.
But the reason why that was my favorite tournament set is because, I mean, honestly, I kind of slobbered all over my controller, and I kind of some whack stuff was going on. But the reason why it's my favorite one is because it was a time where I thought that I could potentially become somebody on par with like Nephros, or it was like showing that maybe I can play the game somewhat okay. That's not to say that I don't think that now. It's just that now I don't have the same passion back then. And I don't have the same level of commitment. I mean, for me, it's really hard to just like lab stuff. Like when I play Neph a lot, or at least when he pings. And it's mostly just like a player matchup more than a character matchup. So, but I would say that my set against Nephros was quite great because it's not just the fact that actually, did I beat him in winner's side? No, I was in loser's side. I reset the bracket.
I think you were losers. I think it was
yeah,
the week
I reset
before
the bracket.
VSF.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. It was definitely not a week before VSF. It was like a month more before VSF.
Okay.
Because if that guy won a VSF, he wouldn't have labbed at the level of to the extent that he did, I think. But it was my favorite set because I was really like going through it because I was on loser side and I had to reset the bracket. I reset the bracket. And again, this is gonna sound pretentious, but I immediately checked Twitch chat and it was like, wait, Cain might actually beat Neff. And I was like, wait, I need this glaze. I gotta beat this guy. And I ended up beating him and everybody was glazing me. And I was like, yes, this feels so good. And then the VSF came around and this guy labbed Hilda like extensively. And I was like, man, what the fuck? Let me have fun. Like, you don't have to win everything, okay? You can win UFA. Let me win VSF. But yeah, that was probably my favorite set, was beating Neff for the first time on Hilda.
You played Nephros in winners finals, I believe, of VSF. So it was, or winners semis.
Winners semis, because I was the first matchup. I remember this vividly. I was the first matchup. We walked on stage. It was cold. Like, and then Neff was labbing his combos for like before the broadcast. So basically, what happened was that they called us on stage 10 minutes before they started streaming. Nephros was just on the stream setup, labbing combos, and then I didn't ask for a button check. I didn't lab any combos, and what happened was that when we were playing, I wasn't used to the setup delay, so I dropped my combos. But yeah, that's the only, and I was really nervous because I was like, oh shit, I'm not used to this delay. I'm used to playing on PC, and it being like no delay. So that's why I remember specifically that I was semis, because I was the first matchup and I was the first one going to loser's side. So
I see.
Yeah, it was semis. It was a semi-side VSF. It wasn't winners.
Okay.
I think winners was actually Ram, because he also beat Ranelli, which was very unexpected for everybody. Found it really unexpected that Ranelli lost to Ram. But yeah, winners finals was Nephros Ram at VSF, and that was semis. So one way round.
I see. All right. That is almost all the questions I had, but I have one last question. Okay, so give me 3 reasons why people should get a meal deal.
Oh God, where can we start? Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I have not had a meal deal in so long, and that's because I am broke. I am in the trenches. I go to locals to win bracket so that I can get food to eat that day. That's how on the trenches we are right now. However, if you want 3 reasons, man, I wish I had a meal deal on me right now. There are 3 reasons. And you want to know what those 3 reasons are? It's the 3 things I always get at my meal deals. It's the chicken Caesar salad wrap. Oh my God, it is so good because of the mayo. The mayo has like, it's not like a normal mayo. It's like a special mayo. Oh goodness gracious. Second one is get Iron Brew. Nobody knows what Iron Brew is. A lot of people don't like Iron Brew. I'm a big Iron Brew.
I like it.
I am always getting that. I like that. You're based. Maybe I don't hate you so much actually. Now that I think about it, because of that.
Thank you.
And then the last point is the Doritos. Man, Doritos. Oh my God! Like, You better not call me Mexican, by the way. I will get you cancelled on Twitter if you call me Mexican for liking Doritos.
Wait, I like Doritos
And
as
also,
well. I didn't say anything.
okay, what flavor? What flavor? What flavor?
My favorite is cheese.
You mean the orange one?
Yes, but not Tex-Mex. Because there's also Tex-Mex orange. Call me a basic bitch, but I don't. But I like cheese ones. Nacho cheese, yes, that's the thing. That's the flavor.
Maybe do hate you after all, but
Oh
wait, the one I get is the orange tangy cheese one. I just love how it tastes. Like, those are the 3 reasons you should get a meal deal. You can get Doritos anywhere. You can get like Iron Brew in some stores. The chicken Caesar, like Tesco's chicken Caesar salad wrap, you cannot get that anywhere else. I've tried Sainsbury's. I've tried other places. Nah, it's unmatched. Those are the 3 reasons. So yeah.
Believe it or not, he is not sponsored by Tesco.
I am not sponsored by Tesco's. When I went VSF and I beat Ryan, I fucking showed my Tesco's club card on the camera. And I wasn't sponsored by Tesco's despite pummeling Ryan to the fucking ground. 0-2. That guy I mean, he doesn't play that much anymore. But I'm telling you, Ryan, if you're watching this, don't forget that you got 2-0, buddy. Don't forget that I showed my Tesco's club card on stream after you lost. Even though he had the loco hat. He had the loco freaky cap, the pink cap. And you with that power, you couldn't win. Because I'm just that good, man. Like, what can I say? But yeah. He sponsored me Tesco's. I'm in the trenches. I need food.
You should sponsor this man. But okay. That's basically all the questions I had prepared for you. So I don't know if you have any final comments, anything to shout out. I don't know.
I think that one of the things that people I mean, every time I go in uni, right, I always say like I don't even play the game for real, but I still play players. I feel that a lot of players might think that I'm not like retired, or like I might come back because I still stick around. The issue is that I've found games that I really enjoy. I'm not a modern fighting game enjoyer. I really like older games that I used to like really play. But that doesn't mean that I'm not around for like Hilda help. I mean, I was making the anti-Hilda document, which, you know, I haven't exactly finished and it's been 6 months, but
Wow.
just give me time. But
6 more months.
yeah, six. Yeah, for my time frame, I feel. Give me like when Zoha's gonna release this year. That's too early. So
I think Zoha will be out
yeah,
this year.
yeah. But for my retirement, it wasn't really. I mean, I like the community a lot, and I would like to show up to events. It's just that you know, for me, it feels bad if I go to a tournament when I'm not exactly competing anymore and I don't have the same drive. I feel that I could use that opportunity to show the spotlight on other promising players that are upcoming in EU. So as much as I want to enter brackets sometimes, not only do I hate net play brackets, I'm also just thinking, you know, maybe it's time to give some other people the opportunity to be on the spotlight rather than just entering and playing Hilda and, you know, ruining people's days, which is fun. Don't get me wrong, it's fun, but, you know, it's, yeah, that's why.
Then humble Cain? I never imagined it would happen.
Listen, I can be humble. I can be humble. Listen, I can be a real person if you ask me to be a real person. But if you're gonna third place react me, I'm gonna rage bait the fuck out of you. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not gonna be a real human if you are gonna third place react me. All right. I can be a genuine person. You've literally asked me questions from my personal opinion, and I answered them honestly. The thing is that. Even though I'm answering them honestly and I can be a real person, I am also a cunt. So I'm gonna talk trash. I don't give a fuck, man. Talking trash is so fun. I miss those days. But yeah. I'm a real person.
I have to agree though. Talking trash is way too fun.
It is way too fun until you start losing or until you have no results, and then no. The reason that there's like a thing about trash talking. You have to trash talk people that you know are comfortable with the banter and that you know personally.
Yeah.
If you talk trash to somebody you don't know, that's gonna come across really badly. And I may be guilty of doing it sometimes. But like, it's nothing personal. I don't hate anybody in this community. It's nothing personal. It's just that some days I wake up and I'm not a real human. I'm just like a Discord trash talker.
A gremlin.
And that's kind of me. But don't worry, I'm a real human. I can be honest when people ask. I can give genuine responses, believe it or not. But I mean, you know, it's just so fun to like. It's so fun to rage bait. Everybody should rage bait more. Everybody should rage bait Rexu more actually. Like everybody should go to Rexu, ping him every day. They should be like, yo, Rexu, this Wagner character is top 1. And when Rexu says, but she wasn't even an Arc World Tour, Rexu doesn't play her anymore, just be like, doesn't matter, bro. She's top 1. She gets a combo throw, she does full K. She's top 1, man. You're carried. How are you losing a Wagner actually? How are you losing a Wagner actually? Come on. Lock the fuck in. Alright? You have Jatsu, a commentator, going on that like Say Jam Slam event timer.
Good break.
Where are you, buddy? Why are you not on bracket, buddy? Like you have no excuse. You have no excuse.
We don't have a European grid break. That's my excuse.
Oh, that can be your next project. All I'm saying. Yeah. All I'm saying. I'm not doing that though. I'm retired. I don't play this game. Like, you know, I don't care about my opinion. I don't play the game. Hilda's my honest sub. You know, I'm a Street Fighter 4 main, so.
Oh, okay.
If I lose, or like anything I say, just take it with a grain of salt. But also, like
Third place react.
Third place. Yeah. You don't got this, bro. Actually, there's 8 people that have this medal, so and Ryan is one of them, so I can't book shit now. But yeah.
All right. I think then we can probably wrap up this episode of Recreation. This is episode 7. So yeah, I think we're going quite well. We need more guests for episode 8. Actually, I wanted to start asking current guests to suggest someone. I'm not necessarily going to interview them, but I don't know, like. Maybe there's someone you want to hear them like I don't know.
You're gonna hate me. I have 2 answers for you, and you're gonna hate both of them.
Hit me.
The first one is Ryan. You know,
Okay.
you gotta interview Ryan. That guy, like, even though he's really busy, he still plays the game. He still shows up. The second one you're gonna definitely hate. You know whose name is it? You know who it is? You wanna guess?
I'm kind of scared now. Are they British?
No, you don't know who it is. Okay. You should interview Ram. I know that's gonna be an interesting experience. All right. If you can get him to be a real human, I'll be impressed. But
I mean, we got you to be a real human, so
I mean,
mostly.
I'll give you that. I'm like 70% a real human right now. 30% is just talking trash to the camp. But yeah.
Fair enough.
But yeah, definitely Ryan. Definitely Ryan, because that guy, he's the Hyde player. He is Ryan Hyde Keto. You gotta interview him.
He's the
But also we gotta give some props to Ram as well. You know, Ram has been a player that's gone to a lot of majors. I think out of all of us, he's the one that goes to like majors. He goes to NA for majors.
Yeah.
So I think that you should definitely ask him to be interviewed, and also get his insight on why there's a perceived divide between EU and NA from a person that has gone to a lot of the tournaments in NA. Definitely Ram. Yeah.
That would be an interesting question to ask him. So maybe if we have Ram on a future episode, I'll be sure to put it on the question list. But yeah, as I was saying, this will be the end of this episode. We're just clocking in at 1 hour 10 minutes, so that's quite long.
Okay.
You yapped quite a lot, so it was a good episode, I think. But yeah, that will be all from us.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. Like I know that I may not feel like I'm deserving of getting this sort of like interview-ish, because I don't play it as actively anymore. But I still really appreciate you inviting me to come here and like yap for an hour. I haven't even had lunch actually, so you're not allowed to be like,
Wow.
you yap for too long. I haven't had lunch. It is 5 a.m. I am famished. I am famished.
Why haven't you eaten? It's not my fault.
You know, I'm gonna eat now. Actually, you go say goodbye to everybody else. I'm gonna head out. Peace out, y'all. Fucking third place out of here, man. You go finish this episode, man.
Have a good meal. That's it, I guess. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.